Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for September 29th, 2014. And I'll just draw two cards again today. I do have a visitor, so I was going to make this quick. And I did a little filming today of Birdie Baby out in the chicken house and some other chickens. So I'll stick that at the end. I mean, it's just so people can see Birdie Baby, and I don't know if you'll find it interesting or not, but it's just me and my friend hanging out with Birdie Baby. So if you want to watch, and then some other chickens too, so you can check out the chickens at the end. It's a couple minutes. So anyway, on to the reading. I'll draw two cards from the chicken card deck. Okay, so we have Artica Windata and Osha. So, interesting. So this combination really has to do with pulling through some problems in the physical world. Artica Windata has to do with being in a difficult situation in life and being focused on just keeping yourself happy and keeping yourself kind of together or maintained, keeping yourself with that focus of hope and faith that things are going to work out. And her story has to do with, just kind of a string of bad events that actually brought her into a wonderful place in life. So it was like she had some bad experiences in her upbringing, or in her beginning, where she got picked on by a flock, and then she was separated and was by herself. So she was very much alone. So she has to do with the imprisonment. But the interesting thing was she ended up coming to me. I was able to get her. She was my neighbor's chickens. And then it was not too much longer after when her entire flock was killed by a giant bobcat, like overgrown. New Mexico had these giant bobcats. So anyway, because she left that flock, no matter how upsetting it was for her, the moral of the story was that whole situation was destined to crumble and fall. And she was lucky to get out, and even though, she had some sadness, I'm sure, she had a hard time being picked on and then being separated and feeling alone. But then she found my flock, and she always fit in really well with my flock. She's always gotten along with everybody, and right away she just fit right in, because my chickens are used to chickens coming in no problem. And so she was accepted right away, and she just, really integrated wonderfully. And then because actually the whole situation, I knew there was a major threat. I mean, we were being threatened by several cats because of this building site. And, the guy who owned the place knew better, and he was really not a good guy, and he was kind of a jerk about a lot of things. And he actually caught the cat and then released the cat, and then the cat came back and killed all of his chickens. So really, it's kind of about even though the chickens were they were in harsh circumstances, they were overcrowded, they were miserable, but they had a bad leader. So I mean, the whole circumstance was just negative, so it wasn't so much that they were bad chickens, but there was a lot of pressures, and the whole environment was really stressed out and really just destined to fall. It just couldn't last like that, and it was really a tragic ending. But anyway, she was lucky to have had that path, even though it was hard. She had that grace of a new life, and she's been happy ever since, and she got to move to Thailand, and she's still my happy chickie. And it's funny, a lot of the Thai people like her the most. They really love her coloring, and she's always one of the chickens that gets highly complimented by the Thai people. So anyway, there is a lot of hope for negative circumstances. So you just gotta stay focused and keep yourself okay. Keep yourself happy and nurture yourself and have that faith and that hope that things are gonna move out of a negative circumstance into a very positive circumstance. And what is not working is not working for a reason, and you're meant to move on and meant to move to a better situation in life. So take heart. And then it's interesting, we have this Osha, which has to do with healing the circumstances of Earth. Osha is really about healing stomach issues, and it's used in sweat lodge ceremonies and ceremonies in Native American tradition to heal the circumstances that people are dealing with. So it has to anything you call a sweat lodge for, it has to do with something you can touch, taste, or feel. Something in life, a life circumstance, and you come together with the community, and everyone tries to figure out a way to make things better and to find that solution, and to find a way to alleviate the problems that that people are having to deal with. So in the Jack, it really has to do with things coming to you, and again, I always talk about the hook. It's almost like you kind of catch the problem and you get nourishment with whatever situation you're in a physical way, because this is the suit of Earth. And then again, in Chinese medicine, the stomach, which Osha, it's also called lovage root, but Osha is it's the cure-all for the stomach issues. So it has to do with the world around you and circumstances of life that get healing. And so anyway, we have Artika Waindata that comes out of these bad circumstances and comes into a positive place in life. And Osha has to do with a healing for the physical earth and the physical circumstances of life. So they're really kind of a double up on cards. The only thing that I can say that's different is that this Artika Waindata has to do with having your own inner strength and having kind of the workings of nature and kind of the destiny or the fate, the path that's supposed to unfold for an individual, that happens for her, and then she has her strength of will. Whereas with Osha here, we have taking something in physically that heals us. So, again, we want to strengthen ourselves physically as much as possible and heal ourselves physically as much as possible. Maybe with, Osha is a medicine, so, taking whatever medicine that might help us. I was just talking to my friend today about taking ginger, because we were talking about the sickness that's going around. Anything to strengthen you. I know running for me is like incredibly strengthening. Yoga for me will last for a week. Just changed my life for a week, one yoga class, So something to strengthen us in the physical and heal us. And it also has to do with coming together with people and really expressing ourselves and being heard, and working our circumstances out with whoever's in our life. And if someone is willing to listen and work with us, then great, then they walk with us. If not, then we need to know that also. So this really has to do with seeing who's with us, who's on our path, who's going to be there to support us, what's our support network here, and really seeing ourselves in context of the people around us, and really putting everything out on the table and figuring out our way out of a situation. So this really has to do with working with others and also doing things physically, whereas this is more the spiritual solution coming to us and really kind of nurturing ourselves emotionally and psychologically. So, but both of them really have to do with coming out of a negative physical circumstance, negative circumstance of the world or the earth around us, or whatever we're dealing with in our environment, whatever is going on in our life, realizing that, acknowledging it, and again, I talk about you really need to acknowledge things that are wrong. Don't ignore them. Don't deny them. It's not about. We want to stay positive in terms of looking for the solution and having that faith and hope that there's a way out to deal with things, but we want to hold those fears in front of us and really keep our eye on it, keep looking at it, because a lot of times just to hold something in front of us, just to look at something, we come up with the solution. I'll even give an example of, right, I have a new class that is it's a bunch of teenage boys, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to handle this? And I held that in front of me, and I really came up with a solution on how to engage them in a positive way and really get kind of a group attention and work with that class. So, hold the problem in front of your face. You need to look at it, and then as you stare at it, as you look at it, you withhold judgment. You don't think about it, but you hold it in front of you, and somehow by looking at it, the solutions appear, or kind of an understanding comes to light when you look at something in front of you. So, don't be afraid of it. Just hold it in front of you and keep looking at it, and really look at it and understand it, and then miraculously you might find a way to relate to it and figure out how to deal with it, how to manage it, how to go around it, how to work with that. So okay, so that is your reading for today. Just to stay positive about your circumstances and look at them. Don't be afraid of them. Hold them in front of you and stay positive. It's almost like ask for the answers. Be open to the solutions, and they will come. And know who's with you, who's going to help you, who's there by your side, who's not helping you, who's getting in your way, who's making it worse. Maybe you need to get people who are just aggravating the situation out of the situation, and know who you belong with, and just have faith and trust, like Artika Waindata, that if you have to move and shift and change your social group or your surroundings, or whatever changes need to happen, that there is a very important reason for that. And she has the life of her dreams now, and it's very unfortunate, but all her the chickens from her past are no more. So just have faith that they're in the unusual situations or the unusual unfoldment of things, that there's kind of a deeper meaning or a deeper reason for it all, and just have faith and trust that things are working out in your favor, and just keep your heart strong and stay positive with seeking those solutions. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of that today, and I will show you the quick little clip of Birdie Baby and some other chickens. And I talk about Hologrammy, my little trouble chick. You have no idea how I keep thinking I should change her name to Trouble, and you were saying, well, what should we call her? Not Hologrammy, Hegemony. Yeah, because she's a little. She is so cute. I actually wrote up a thing about Trouble, about how it's just that she loves you so much, and she's so interested in absolutely everything you have and everything you're doing, and she just cannot leave all of your stuff alone, and it is really sweet. But that chicken is she just wants to do everything you're doing and be involved in everything. It's really cute. So, but anyway, you'll see her for a second and some other chickens, and so I hope you enjoy the little clip, even though it's pretty simple. But you know, I think maybe people can just meditate on it or something. So, anyway, I will see you all again tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching. Okay, so this is Birdie Baby, and then we have Tie Dye. This is Birdie Baby Tie Dye.
Which one's Tie Dye?
He's right there, and then and that's Karma that we just had in the reading. But anyway, she still doesn't look very clean, but I did give her a bath. Birdie Baby, can you say hi to everyone? You're so cute. Oh, and then Hologrammy, the little treble one. There she is. Oh, she's coming to me, Hologrammy, because she's a little crazy treble chicken, but. And that's Binna. So anyway, everyone wanted to see Birdie Baby.
Oh, there's
so
one on the outside.
It's good shot. No, it's okay, because as long as we're watching. I know we have chickens on the loose, but we have the Komodo dragon eye waiting to protect. Actually, if we're here, we just have to go near them and the Komodo dragons run away. See, you guys are thirsty.
Yeah. In fact, actually, what you asked me to do was more or less impossible. I need to come off the chair.
I know, well, Hologrammy didn't make everything easy. She wants to get into everything you put down.
Holograms.
Holograms.
Who's this fella?
The white one is Karma. And then this is the Snowball.
Oh, that's Snowball.
This is my friend John with us right now, and he called Little Spirit Angel Snowdrop the whole time, but I could tell, I knew exactly who he was talking about when he was talking about the behavior, this chicken that wouldn't get off his lap. I was like, well, it has to be Little Spirit, because that's a Little Spirit for you, but it's funny.